uso. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, oh yeah, yes, oh, yeah,
ears are fed, my mouth will testify the goodness of God. My eyes have seen, Lord, my ears have heard, my mouth will testify. My eyes have seen, my ears have heard, my mouth will testify. My eyes have seen, my ears have heard, my mouth will testify. Everybody come on. My eyes have seen, my ears have heard, my mouth will testify. My eyes have seen, my mouth will testify. Listen, listen. My eyes have seen, my ears have heard, my mouth will testify the goodness of God. My eyes have seen, oh, my ears have heard, my mouth will testify the goodness. My eyes have seen, yeah, yeah. My mouth will testify the goodness of God. My eyes have seen, my ears have heard, my mouth will testify the goodness of God. I praise in the valley, I praise on the mountain, I praise when I'm sore, I praise when I'm doubting, I praise when I'm down, I praise when surrounded. Do you believe it? Come on! 'Cause praise is the water my enemies drowning. I praise in the valley, I praise on the mountain, yeah. I praise when I'm sore, I praise when I'm doubting, yeah. I praise when I'm numb, I praise when surrounded, yeah. 'Cause praise is the water my enemies drowning. As long as I'm breathing, yeah, I've got a reason to praise. Oh my soul, sing praise. Oh my soul, sing praise. Oh my soul, sing praise. Oh my soul, say this. I won't be quiet, my God is alive. How could I keep it inside? I won't be quiet, my God is alive. How could I keep it inside? I won't be quiet. How could I keep it inside? I won't be quiet. Let me see your home pictures, everybody, come on. Yeah, I'm gonna pray. Oh my soul, and pray. Hey, oh my soul, and pray. Oh my soul, and pray. Oh my soul. You know this one, listen everybody. Yep. This time God. Everybody say. Let me hear this person. This time God, another one more. This time God. Can we declare it better one more time?
It's the 23rd day of February 2026. Let's go. Abba. This time God. Let's go.
This time God, another one more. Say this time God. This time God, another one more. This time God, another one more. This time God, another one more.
Jehovah, carry me, they go, they go, they go.
Carry me, they go. Carry me, they go. Carry me, they go. Carry me, they go.
Carry me, they go. Jehovah, carry me, they go, they go, they go.
Carry me, they go. Carry me, they go. Carry me, they go.
Carry me, they go. Carry me, they go, they go, they go. Hey, someone would you I bought to you by some more, bro. Someone would you bought to you by the some more, bro. So who right you bought to by Yango? Why not? I know a bonfire man. I guess in a real modo. Yes, in a real modo. Carry me, they go. That's what beat me forecast a driver minister and today is obey I am Pebe Binyana Yanba Konamenko. Hey! Oh, yes, see a beam suit me from us if I'm meeting you, maybe a mema. Now we are Semenya boy, the KO FIE. Hey! Now I know when you are a driver and I is all wow, Ben is out. Bet you can you hear? I'm only be watching. A man will be trouble, pa. The woman some it is cheap, pa. Hey. And so some much as no wish ya bema. Omo do omo live bedding na be gu bema so. E bi kwa so mu mema. Abema onu abrabo man na de bema no sofa so ne say. Ave dru ba bia na face small boys na hura man wona ya say. Eh mi say. Now for your dignity in your bathroom. Let you for me chiamo. Boat for me chiamo. Yango for me chiamo. Mama ka me chiamo. Hey, mama, we didn't because a boy. Shazi for me chiamo. When you see let me chiamo ina. Extraña mi aho de mama wate. Senya me mwa no mamu ahohyeso. Ba ku bi kra de kra mi hu ya kra se madam menka se mi pe bibia dia no ba mi sika ma me na me nkwa na po ade no fa kwa me mpe many abri pesca de akwa hwe mouse mi me bibi na me fa nche o jade papa parents driver we man, you are really a man of integrity. I know be so jai bra na any taste in here any taste uncle berry. Hey, driver dance like a winner man for me now.
Dance like a winner man. When you see me dance, I dance like a winner man. When you see me dance, I dance like a winner man. When you see me dance, I dance like a winner man. When you see me dance, I dance like one more time. When you see me dance, I dance like a winner man. When you see me dance,
everybody, let's go.
Like a winner man. Dance like a winner man. Dance like a winner man.
Why am I happy? I'm happy because I'm here to educate, inform, entertain, and fool.
Hey. Give the Lord a shout in this place. Come on. Hey.
What's up? Okay. So, Sunny, see ya. Yadi na fra. Oh, ya Gianni. Na ye Jimmy Kakra. And I cancel as one person. Cancel like Juma Nina. I can't. What's that? What's that?
I like the way you put.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy Kakra. Jimmy Kakra. When you mean
we are here to educate, entertain, and fool small.
And then we fool small.
Oh God!
Nipa bi mo a I'll say omoti asese adwuma Jimmy kan. Yeah, when you mean many pass. Edu when's the dry time adwuma no edu sabre nipa so a she bi kofi bi. Yeah. Ebi ko ekroman and keke no.
Yeah man. It's very true.
Do you want to be serious ade bia be do no master me pressure damage. But o person wo Jimmy man no. No otini kem was akowa Jimmy o. No dey agigi nani. To dey anya me Jimmy ama. But me answer na me Jimmy ama no. Na me ni kan na yenko ya anase yenko je aware ne mpna twe ne relationship munya sasem kakra nya sapo. Ansa na mababe Jimmy ama. Ba hu oba bia ono Wasu your banner sauti ya warrior si ahwe no enjai. Wasu de musuo kan. Because omo amuja warrior omo kwa ese omo betimi aye no wose bra ye bre no bra. Eja warrior mi wose mi kunu kohwini ya mi jani. Ametra ma de ho sa. When so ukunu ni kohwini na nka akotena wose she. Oya tra. You nim dia. Me na na catch them wose ma kene me zinana. Me na bi ka approach me na ma me magina se na adena wanya abrewa so da so no be mate onchen. Perhaps I know us. I say there na nimu aware. Na say me minim hwe me kura me nware.
Give the Lord a give the Lord.
And I mean na say.
Give the Lord.
Na say. I say oba. Oya den at every stage bia wo bia na say nkwada wo ma uhia be mo abrabo. I see you need a man to give you the man's perspective to the problems that you have to solve with the kids. It me na nanu anyini no ababro awre na enre. Baby I detreaded. Everything has expired.
Give the Lord.
There's no man beating it. If you are both say na wakudwuma bana no BB problem both say na on the man is to. Ebony Mr. Jesse. Ana Mr. Jesse so e worry o. Me na den ho e ma efre Mr. Jesse kro na yire no ma mu nyina ya we se wuwura yi enye se me ne na etwempena me ba bia madri akono bi ani me life bi but me pese me oboa me in dealing with some of the problems I have in my business and with my kids. That another man is when you say mama enyini no awo. I copy them in a wuye. Mr. Jesinetias. That's what he has still. So the idea of the man is say bad day you need a man. Especially the woman. You need a man. Because I say it takes two, the man and the woman, to raise kids properly. It's me who mammy asemi a or case, oh, your ban out here, warrior here. But more than night, na shower and say, be name mum no. A warrior will be free me, a warrior bear money pesu. Apart from that, also on the obenya, I will be answering Musa. Because free moi, yeah. Especially when you have kids.
And boss, the truth is that they can good afternoon. Michelle. Actually, busuafo nyina no kre pans we da won is a mad dodo no a eja wade be ka kire say omuhu yanka o manjai is an say dodo na bim pa wanya wade foforo na enso so wade foforo no wanya no enti se kan ne de na no wose anya no enti say dodo na ko nya ya obeba na enso sende be ya society enipa etwa ye hu ahia mbu na tenka se okọ second one we nso agu no sene a second one no ebe ye bia wo se otra ho no yedin but the mad do eja wade no ba won che obeka kiro se ohun yanka otra dada ne ho sa ena na waka no se nye owu asem and watwe tu watwe sekan ena waka na no se wodako meku ena akoba se abusuahia ya yedwene ho a uwu nti twen ho a mesi awade de oba de sene yetibia kwarawa wade ye na hweso ye nyesa wo pie firi mu wi a na ho be ma kohwini sabi jimini no de sonfa so
we kra do bol osini kunu kohwini no ka kohwini
eto wo so waka so ye kohwini but okwa abonte no den na aka no ene wo tufu se kohun ya kotra kohwini mu sa street ni so aye hye mema dodo na wo ye wo ba na wo ja wade a wo mu hia wa they take you for granted in fact they use you and abuse you because when we say Samere no why you desperate? Why you desperate to prove the other partner wrong? Opesa wo kire ni say enyon kwa na ye berma mi jawa me call ye no member be bregu abonti omo peme hwe me car hwe me dan hwe me sika okura mi jawo na mabe ye mi jawo na nkoso aba mi jawo na mpeja aba
na nyamia peja
mi jawo na mi two kwan
si mi peja ho kwan
that's okura wa wade na nya wade pa enu nti no ekoba de oba awaje awade anything you can do sometimes to sustain that independent swade no you have to do it and the member don't is going to take opportunity over you sleep with you because you know that yama 1000 you know that yama 2000 and that will see who pema se wudi obi ku achi a wakɔboa ma nipa ni kun so abɛpɛ mma enti ne ogya okun yɛ den
ija ne yɛ den
ɛna bɛɛma a wo watumi ne nakɔda a oyi obi nso kunu a ɛne wabɛpɛ mma no ɛnyɛ wo nko an so na wabɛka ho ono so bɛpɛ mma enti ne bɛɛma ya na wo so ekohwini a wotu mirike gyae ni ugyae ne yɛ so most women who are in marriages complaining I want to sit here and advise you, don't rush out. If you rush out, you will regret it the rest of your life. And abema no ye di ache de da me na nti onye ye da me si abontin de wa ye no ko he ne yere kra he no. I know a lot of women on my frame I was me could try 10 years in on to ade enche me da.
On toncho.
Ba we bi kura ukun sheda ni bi na enso birthday otade eche Valsday otade eche then so wani sanso ade aye no so enti de afutu a wo ba yi 2 ye boss yinkura hye kese ma awade se hwe an wan tumi kan fi awade ho nyesa be no
an wan tumi kan fi awade ho why na wo tumi kan fi wa wo bon 3 ne bon 6 no wan e cover
na single ones kura say
single for ground so single numbers no mo na wo
David
wo dey antina ho sa ba ya no se the counselor e kan na nka say be ma so abasa ntino
ye ne
open na
David sebe onye perfect de onye pepepe yo de na so ye ne ye tren na ye de sefata na mbe ye oha nso ama wo ba akoma ene ni gina bia e wo odro akwantuo yimu ene awade akwantuo yimu
amen shira akwa ba biem
na
afi yemfa nnenso komo no nhihye so na enne no wanio enne no ehimfa na ye hwe wadaroma ni die mu a
said last week you know was here badwuma
yes
yentumi amba bibi nti yentumi amba nti last week die no yenka ne na next week die better ways to handle relationship issues without fighting or quarreling.
Ekwanya faso a ye de esiesie ye relationship.
Ye mpratwe ne ya wade munsem. A ye kontokwa ana ye nye ye ho. Yeah. I will sit here to say it again. Better ways. But it doesn't mean it will not happen, but there are better ways to handle it. So, better ways to handle relationship issues without fighting or quarreling. Ekwanya ye be faso ya wade munsem ne ye mpratwe munsem ye be korano a entokwa atemdidie ani mimbu bebem. Now, as hard as it sounds, you know, sometimes people think, oh, where the bed, no. A lot of married couples cannot handle issues without fighting and quarreling. Our before be brave, as some issue of muntem. I am tokwa, I am attempted. I am imbuo, I am the awoho, and a mado do one name, Madodoa, a kawa wadim, and in Panachium say. Boss omeninje omeninka wanu ne ho se owade saa obey wanu ne ho se owade saa ba mai wanu ne ho kra se o ma kwan ne ye ne wede dodo na anu ho because of there are too much or there is too much of fight and quarreling and to kwani dosun kakra bi aka it obi kra to because we meaning we are not we are not what is it compatible. Let say Yankasa, we don't collect. Let say we are enemies. I don't even know why. Let say Yankasa, I don't know. But I'm regret. We can be worried. Me ex Kojume and I just Benjamin Kosa. Because we didn't not talk hey you trust CCS and branch young contra. So I think you collect you fat. No. It's one who says they say a lot of people who are courting or dating are regretting it because and tokwa dos ayaka dos. The quite many you be faswa you be cry and tokwa. And they have your money or what you meant to quadro do na mean to me once in number one, put aside pride and ego.
Put aside pride and
ego. Two of the major reasons couples have so many unsettled issues are pride and ego. Pride and ego. And these two forces could make you feel like you are winning argument. Yes, you are losing your marriage. It's what we say. Me no mienu nyantoka yantie ho asibi bae Enkomodi a ye di ni asema mi kobusa wi na nka nyentokwa na enso sane wa homa so eni wo dwae atinti untumi mmro ho asintie wo yere emema ntie untumi mmro ho asintie wo kunu ementie eti ade ementokwa dodo baaye a ye mienu yante ye ho ase a ye ko a ebepem na ye ko a 2-3 days 4 days na awadifo bete nyenso wo mo nkasa ye ni nyina ye ahomaso dwae na hantan boss, see it to be you, Jay. A hand time, a free yabra bumwa. Trust me, our fight and quarrel in marriages will reduce. A told be a mean to me who I say, and no dear, it must happen in marriage. It reveals the weak part of your partner to know how to handle them.
Yeah.
Disagreement and arguments are part of marital journey. And no dear, upa bompa yana wigari. Kwa chiabra ebesi. Mentemi ho ase besi entafo kura nti omo ho ase maame baako papa baako na nka awade a wo obi ba be ma na nsuso kwa be de be fa so a ye ntokwa so beti ebeba se ye ntokwa ne atremdidie ne ye muye hu eso beti me se wa homa so ani wo dwae ene wa hantan teso brakwisi
teso
sister adwa teso akosia if you can watch and take care of your pride and your ego, most of the problems you encounter in marriages will be reduced or it will be gone. So to me bre wa homa swase and wa hanta yasia and tokwa bebre wa umpranche wa wadi etu obetwa. And pranche ba kwa young man, anything the woman want to say you object. You object. The lady know what the yaudia trawa 2 years in they say no wa blast. It is a bibi kakrebia no no so the atemdidie hia eti kwan be ne befa so a we can handle marital issues without fighting and quarrel. Number 1, handle or put aside pride and ego. Number 2, handle your emotions. Better ways to handle relationship issues without fighting and quarreling. Handle your emotions.
Bro, emotions muye.
Put it on.
Milimtina mankan. Bro, we are think kamuye. Yeah.
Asamina meneme.
Kafra, fachemi as a moi me interpretation.
Aye. Baby on the Pentecost dey bia be hu ye. Papa in carry. No one dey afọ baby am papa dey say man kasa. Na me say o class we teach. Kachi ni
on.
So, we are back. Better ways to handle your relationship issues without fighting. Say, put aside pride and ego. Handle your issues. Oh, sorry, handle your emotions. Handle what think akuremu. I say, boss, told the beer, you may think di kanya ya no kasa, it's a thinker. It is also important to keep your emotions in check when you are faced with the relationship issues. And so you need to understand that most of the time we talk out of emotions because sanya matin katemeno sana mpesa mekeka maadwen. Se utumi show atinka so ahisembi wo e ba adwene mu nanso anonka. Eti won se sabi wani mu ani abusua ne da achi asem ne nkwala nti. Na wo pese wo kasa kwase a. Sabi. Now, if you were able to handle your emotions, if you were able to take care of how you felt at that moment, Sabi, Sasemwe, Kawan Kanchera, Wayera, and the Wukum.
I'm one new.
There be no person who took Funubi man was a Frabeshaman, Maka, no yet to what, Ebbe Pimne, 2 years in year, you rain feeder. Some words cannot be taken back. Once spoken, it can jeopardize and destroy emotions and affection.
True.
Eti enye nseme about nkamu nyina na ebie ya no ayekan eti atam didie dodo Matthew maka dodo eye ya tinkamu ne firiba se otumi hye wa tinka so a me se wa no kra ntra wo yere an wa no atra wuku na ekobasa obuo be na mumumu da bia mbobum ho da bia why because once a man is able to control their emotions their body they take charge over it and you subject it into your authority one kasa wutumi na adise so mempene menka mebumfu ebufu I can tell you there is a way to control anger that anger cannot control you.
True.
eti obama biara wo makwan na wo ba bia wo makwan wo na tinka ene di kan kire ne ne wonye bia. I'm sorry to tell you, you can't enjoy your marriage and your relationship. Handle your emotions.
Handle your emotions.
Eti abufuo ne beba ebe hyew na so kura watinkam na hyew won so ka kire won zan bibu afudie na so de ensem fatamenka ti bema bebre wo ho a obubufu krom to bi pia bonten oba bi wo de bufu aboso obonwom na wo todwom na wakose bedroom because tama senior de buafu no obie na no ye na adwene se wo bekasa emmoa. So how do we handle marital issues without fighting and quarreling? Number 2,
handle your emotions.
Handle your emotions. Number 3, avoid accusations and counter accusations. Avoid accusations and counter accusations. So asamba na yen awadefo ye pese yesiesia me mane nkoba se asema ba ye bekai o se wo na wo ye me na me ye wo na ye enya wanka be bovu o so enya wanka manyew eye wo na ye wo na sa tietie wo na sa no we don't need it. When we do accusations and counter accusations, that be how we leave problems unsolved. Now, I can say this to every person who is married. When you leave problems unsolved, would the audience say, oh, boy, one day, somebody between the two of you, some of you or somebody will get very angry, and what will come out will be worse than anything else. Eti ekobase asamesi mentemi wansi aba me paucho we mark accusations na we so tuma we and a blame game una aye una okofa by enya wan kamanye say no we don't need it. Anytime something happens, the two of us should be able to control our emotions and settle issues amicably. Once we are able to do that, we are going to have a perfect marriage or a good marriage.
So avoid accusations.
Avoid and counter accusations.
But your counter accusation, you know, counter no.
Debbie, patcha Debbie. I know meka no waka. Why? Because everybody is trying to prove right.
Especially money be or how kabako no come.
Thank you.
No come here, sir.
Thank you. On also chere say the awokan nye, the meme kano eno na ye, the meme kano eno na ye, the meme kano eno na ye. No. So that is what we need to do. So avoid accusations and counter accusations. Avoid it. And so better ways to handle relationship issues without fighting and quarreling. Please, I beg you, avoid accusations and counter accusations.
Councilor Bacho Fachem what?
Bacho Mate.
Producer name say we wanana irifie.
Bacho me hu bibia.
Bacho Fred or say bath from Mowe. Ipane so be busy kakra to the fachem.
Bacho media.
Na semu wono se wo hu a say ye senior high school for no discipline level na ko form.
Bacho.
Don't say mo akustoni boy bia ma say dey.
Bacho I watch it. Yeah.
No ya de anka ye di nkomo wi a ye behwe. Na ya hwe baby asade we share free. How do we control it?
Okay.
As I say no ye name Mr. Peter Auntie or ye educationist number 1. And on no assign that Institute for Educational Studies or science director. Na ono ena ye person ni din komo fa sa ade a ekoso amongst your students na pacheme some few minutes.
Oh, they've been pacho.
Mr. Peter Auntie, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Ajam pacho wako there.
Yamina dumu pacho sorry.
Adam say producer chese time no abobo so kakra mountain. We de mama nya ni tew na yensia yenje wadwin hye kakra won sem bi we ho na yenja echi ema omo maka no na say nkomo ananka ye die pese ye die gusu di ye mo from war high school yi Misanti discipline akwa from o die na ma ne ba say
me that say I will say me I succinctly adekwa amano ebasa. But I think say you know him from war SS no more of this developmental stage most of them are adolescents and most of them form their personalities around that period. At that time there's a lot of peer pressure. So if you are handling them, that's won't need that kind of tax experience now. They dealing with those children at that level now. They are according to psychologists, most of them are I mean, me see where they are rebels. Like they try to challenge issues. They want to prove that they are there. You know that kind of behavior. No? So say system no anti me and guide them now and put them in the right area. They normally get off ginsem. Ginsem so they are not say and name me because no be na ye hunu. This pan what is a school for year. Normally if you have no mu ye de or campus and ye go di no mu di omo sa bro table.
And the engineer ye be.
But I know say I didn't the level now the next one serious. For me, I think a good say we are having this national conversation around it. I was saying, who can ever first me at the level with it. So what has caused this? A lot of Nema, but basically, I think it's the developmental stage of the Inqualano. Any for inability to deal with it, and ama and Nema some star.
Recently, developmental stage, they say you go through the same stage. That now they're different.
Me bra peniola. So me ya say time no na you need anything like this senior they can these are Gen Z penetration of technology na any ho senior enemy ready way. So me na we are in the 21st century. A whole lot of things have changed. The way I know dealing with time how we were dealing with this kind of behavior. No? For me, I don't think that's the same way we should be dealing with these kids, how they are also coming up. And that is one of the things we have not been able to transition from the old way of disciplining these kids to a more modernized way. A bit to me, normal reforming, now a push from the kind of act now we take in we've not been able to do that very well, and that is why we ain't to me compare time to one more time. Because with this time, there are a whole lot of things that have changed. Your time now, who are front to me could just teach a crap this time, these people are able to now, approach a teacher. No, exactly. Your time won't mean yes, sir. Hey. So it means a near master, and we needed to have, flow with the time. And unfortunately, we've not been able to do so well in that area.
Now, say no, baby, I dream. And this conversation is not just about the essence saying I'm wako stony obi to say the stony Steven no. Ewo babu mu no. Enye no wo. Ebiasi dada ye hu students omo twetwe sekan omo kun street him. Ebiasi ye hu teacher for omo bu omo students omo bu omo a teacher for. Ebiasi ama even a master in Ukraine ye hu so omo sheka boot ma ye de omo kwota akore omo. Just say baby Fabianas is saying it's on the rise. But we have probably not been able to look at the modernized way of controlling these things. It me at this point, Bisa, what are some of the ways as I see a bit media controlling a normal by and sana jeans mukra?
I think I see attack issue from three angles. The first one is the immediate. So immediate, for example, when you see or issue, yeah, Abu Friday, we almost see the boys and they're okay.
Oh.
You need to let the police handle it. Example, for another example, last week or last 2 weeks, some of the students also raped a girl because of sporting activities. Yeah.
Yes.
You need to let the police handle it. Students on teach any work day, police won't handle. So these are immediate ways to deal with it. And I think for that one, you don't need.
If students are more teach any work day, send your fine on 2,500. Wait, 2,500.
Exactly. So enu krampo no mama ndai ga sekaka enu krampo president dey na no tumu answer na because president indicated say nobody should intervene answer na omu go through the system no. So what I'm saying is the immediate solution is that where the behavior no is criminal no, let's let the police handle it. So rape, assault, and all those things no, we should leave it for the police to handle it. And then the ones that the school can handle, like to say, journey to school, maybe a flouted evaluation and the near was school. Let the school handle it. That is the immediate.
Immediate, no.
Now, from the immediate to the short term, no, we need to. Another one we have to do immediately is to now institute this kind of ban. Send your money and say you don't go for the sports program and all those things. Now, the short term thing we need to do is to ask the Ghana Education Service and the Ministry of Education said, what is their comprehensive policy direction to dealing with this? And yet, and then you this thing has been happening. In fact, we did a study as far back as 2018 where we realized that the form now school violence and need discipline it changing. So this thing has been happening all this while. What has been their response to this kind of challenge? In the first place, if you are taking students out for a program like this, what is the nature of the security arrangement that you do? So these are like institutional reforms. I will say then, undertaking. Now, yourself, the school is secured. Imagine that we are parents now on Facebook, yes, in a board to say, so the school should be secured, and that is the responsibility of the managers and administrators of our educational institution. So we look at the security issue, and then we also have to now ensure that this issue of guidance and counseling, you feel said extra burden for us. In some of the schools, they don't even have counselors. In some of the schools, one person, the school population of over 1,000, one person has counselor. These are things that we need to, in fact, invest in because we are building the total personality of Abufrano. And you can't do that without these necessary guiding support systems. So that is
the short term,
the
no.
Short term. In the long term, Ola, Mamika same way. In our educational system, Abufrabia obedi beye 16, 17. Now we're spending 14 years of my life at school.
Yeah.
KG from KG or 2 years. Primary school or 6 years. So they come 8 years. About 8 years, or 3 years. SS 3 years. So they come 14 years. 14 years, from Monday to Friday, except on vacation, they spend roughly 8 hours in school. Now, as a country that is very, very serious in molding the behavior of the kids, and that is where I'm talking about the developmental issue, should be able to use the school system to mold the behavior of our kids. But we've not been able to do that. You're taking it for granted. I know that parents have got a role to play, but you cannot structure the behavior of, you cannot structure how a parent will raise the child, because all that you can do is to admonish and say, I'll for some way. But when the child is in the school system, from in recent times, they learn how to walk and talk once they are in school. By 6 months, they to school.
Correct.
So why have we not been able to mold our children, especially those in the Gen Zs, in the 21st century, why have we not been able to use this powerful tool, which is the school system, to mold the behavior of our children and bear fit into the society? This is true. We were talking about this issue of rivalry. School A, any school B, almost rivalry and other things. And I was saying that, look, in our workplaces, there are rivalry issues. Maybe I will doing any other FM station. There is a subtle kind of competition.
Yeah.
Apart from that, there is some sort of competition. Does it mean that it is the school system, and it basically used to teaching. So we have filled this case through the school system. What is the kind of curriculum are we trying to imbibe in the kids? BC were passing when you're 10 ones, when you're 6 ones, when you're 8 A's, when you're 6 A's. But the behavior aspect, the fitting into the society, we have failed. And I think in the long term, that is what we should be looking at.
But that's it. Na as a me tie kasa nyina as what yi a share free mo. Is it ntimi nhwe nkura ne bi mu ana?
O na mami kasa mo. Wo hu teacher ni na omo bu no ndua ase no. Wo ye so sen kwala we. Say teacher ni kura ba, omo nje fa mbu teacher ni no.
Ombebo no but oyi omo baako pa de omo kɔhye a staff common room. Ne de ne two table so. Na teacher fo wo nyina kura margin hɔ a omo ntimi nya ne hwe.
And it's not going forward, that is how we are going to do it. How sustainable is that?
That's another good question.
For me, I don't think and I just say, yeah, old mentality of dealing with these kids, and when the person is translating into these Gen Zs, it won't work. It won't work. And looking at the kind of things these kids are able to do, they will take the cane from the teacher and then beat him with the cane. And I'm saying this because it has happened in some of the schools in the central region.
Yeah.
Omuti abani fi madam ni sema omudi bu madam no e classroom.
She.
Inti please yeah defeat that kind of corporal punishment, and I don't think that is the solution. The solution is more comprehensive than just using the cane on the chart. If I can't bone in there, on papa ko fast squad no make squad amati tenino when tenino e ko ni fear. And then the next day you also call them back and then cane them. Then you also find a way to deal with the teacher. So you should be forward looking. We should be progressive. And I know people are fixated with the case, yes, but I don't think that is the solution to the kind of indiscipline we are experiencing now.
Finally, P. Naminja na kotwa waduma so. Obi nso so suggest say be free education na ye man kra no go school free no. Ama awofo nso so tumi omwo won kra no so aso ehwan. Etinke be ya nke yenhwe ye no su yi na ebia nso betin aboa. Uzom zen.
I think that if we are talking of free SHS, one of the things that we should be looking at is the numbers now at school. I'm not control now is difficult. I'm a teacher,
Okay.
Because teachers said that no so. So imagine about 20, 30, sometimes 60 teachers dealing with over 2,000 students. If you can't find that direction, meaning will be a dream. Again, because of free SHS, nowadays they're repeating for class. You're repeating and one of the teachers, this kind of work we do. We talk with students, teachers a lot. One of the teachers told me one day, recently said, "Oh, we are collecting SS1. When we one day we enter into from 3 classes, not register control."
Sure.
So that kind of thing, I think, ministry needs to make us say in the long term, we should look at all those things. I think the ministry has to take a second look at this, and then deboardinizing. Invest now with the money and eradicate you. And I'm what?
And na high school, high school, Prempeh College. Nana be ya or MPP. What do you bunny? Me deboardinizing, Simple. And this is real. This is fact. Me deboardinizing if you run your house.
Exactly.
And now look, he is shaping him to be a better person.
Exactly. It is done your money in a head, did back, and but in the university, we eradicate students, and then they go and stay, and then they come back after 1 year or 2 years. So why is it difficult for us to take? And then the last thing I want to talk about, I think also going forward, we should also look at when students are applying for admitting for tertiary institutions now, they should also go for recommendation from their schools.
Exactly. I think that's one good point.
Who call school? Who call Lego? Who call UCC? Who call Accra Poly and all those things. Now who call back to the school? Who call normal trophy be account application and apply. I think you be careful how you put up. You carry yourself on campus. So let's do all these comprehensive things now. About it there, because for me, looking at the things these kids are able to do,
Mr. Peter Anti-Nyamin Shrao, Director Oda Institute for Educational Studies. Nyamin Shrao pa yedasi bebre. Counselor, with the message from a bonnet. From a bonnet chemi pa na opana one thing common.
Yeah.
Nipana my time, 2 different types. Open up the first one. You say, watching and Komoi, Abe Minunya di boom. We will go back to better ways to handle relationship issues without fighting or That bro free the I'm in time penica because of a BM friend.
Yeah.
Karen. And I'm in penica because of baby and me friend. But it's you know Councillor Dikanka said we should put aside our pride and ego.
That's right.
Or see problems be bro why you intimate solving because of pride and ego.
Yeah.
You toss me no say yeah handle your emotions no emotions no. Or say you think no krawatinka mu
yeah.
We no be boy shawa kono so nyami be shawa we nyami ba krawatinka no mu ye. Now, I say it is important to keep your emotions in check when you are confronted with an issue. That also means, or say, avoid accusations and counter accusations. Bemani kanwaka, obani kanwaka.
Unakofaba inye wanka, wenye nensi. Unakofaba inye sanga, wenye nensi. So ofisa makaseti yawa, eri chaso. Debi. Debi.
It's yanana 0.3.
Yeah. So we are still continuing. Better ways to handle relationship issues without fighting and quarreling. Send your kind of quarreling.
Hey, radio.
Yeah.
Me no problem with you.
Number 4. Why ever first wa yen tokwa ene yen tiyan wasin sem wa wadie etobedwo and ebeba form. Listen. Sometimes all your partner needs to hear from you is to listen. Practice listening to each other. If you want to find a way to solve an issue in marriage or in a healthy relationship, the explanation meka ho de otie meka ho ye nyina ye ni abotre se ye beto ye bubetie ene ye ne eba ne sen and the kofa sen ne ba ne sen ne tokwa de fiase ye nyina ye tie wie da bepemene eti o yire pese wo kire mu ukuru pese wo kire mu na so wonni ntubuase aye ditie. And I'm telling you, a good listener can solve about 80% of their marital issue. A good listener can actually handle about 80% of their relationship issues. So we will be a tie for etu butie wo yere etu butie wo kunu o de ye din wo mra wo se na abuafum na tie wi na hwe so what ase wo ntie mu wi a enka nsam ni bi ho a yetumi kan wi ye. Now because most of us we are not good listeners, our marriages are not working. Kwai be ne be fa so ye ntokwa ne ye ntie ho ase beba fom wa wadem. Be a good listener. Listen. Dear Tosunu, avoid interrupting your partner. Avoid it. Be a good listener, no? And avoid interrupting your partner. Hand in hand. Communication becomes easier when there is a proper person or there is a proper communication. Understanding and responding and applying wisdom to the matters in marriage becomes easier when somebody is actually paying attention and listening well. Now, and come on, yeah, Bonnie, I didn't talk about it. Person will be me, person make you, yeah, be a dang, and there's no problem. The job is a baby, member, you want the thing back you mean to you. To must say,
who the Okasa?
You better answer my government. The few corner young some fancy Muru Shock on Yansen be a new dream.
We are Bearman TDA.
We are Bearman TDA. The boy or by Tionquan Oba. With a few corner or baby any Warren. Bearman be any Befana. Thank you. Avoid interrupting your partner when they want to express themselves. Avoid it. And that is one of the better ways to avoid and handle relationship issues without fighting and quarreling. Just avoid interrupting. Would any panic as a shall so uvi said the okano urebe fiat to. There a tosunsia near ye think before you speak.
Drink my son wakasa.
Sometimes it's a little hard to think before you speak. But that is the best way to avoid name calling. If you want to speak fairly and you want to speak out of wisdom, the best thing to do is to think before you speak. Most often it is advised that in your anger moment, men kasa.
True.
Because boss, ubufu pa nyansa pa ayera.
Ayera. Meaning baby anefa.
The emotions were think can any adwuma bi. It ubu afua adwene no the normal rational person, the normal blood that was a pumpico dream, nema would dwene kanyansa sem e bi no bi. And that is why a madman cannot advise you.
Yeah.
Because at this point, oyare. Sebi na adwene bu ka no. Sebi enkoye. So it is said by psychologists that anytime a man gets angry, we can pair you with a mad person.
Obufu a we no sebi obi o wa adwemu yare.
Eya ye pe. Adwemu yare so with different types. E be dey ya woto ba kum.
Hwe no angoto ya be na kokko die ni. We are learning, we are educating, and we are fooling.
On the me radio experience, I said we feed that. Hey, we are educating, we are entertaining,
yes,
and we are fooling. Hey, me say think before you speak.
Think before you speak.
Boss, Ukrainian member count. One of our greatest problems we have in the marriages. Yanwen yakasai. Atem didie. Asem indu kwa if you are no ba. Action be out take and say be out toye. Atem be out die. You didn't think. Just say ubuse efu no. Efu eni. The opposite way be abaye. And sometimes we no know. It's our form my baby to me. She knew when you eat your money at dinner time. Oh, you're a useless man. Oh, you're a stupid man. Oh. You are the most foolish man I've ever met. Sabi Jimmy. Send your back canon. The bear man is see your moi as when you nipa. One says, "Oh, friend, but before see Uncle Pacho, think before you speak." Bear may be so training, sir. It as a trouble. That a bufu. Both of whom you know, and I don't know person petrol, but want to be empowered in the woo. Me say, whenever your emotions are not reasoning and you cannot think well and fair, please, I beg you, avoid anything you want to say and do. Because the only way you can offend your partner is to think before you speak.
The only way you can offend your partner
is to think before you speak.
At your honest
a quiet I'll bet to me a form where and you couldn't back or penny say. Whoa, 1 million in our kasai.
Okay, so it's not to think before you speak.
It's not to think before you speak. Because you see, Charlie, you think can you kasa nenam. Say see I what them way. You think can you kasa nenam. We on come in dia or come is here. They make tia think can minya by what he said is how I will reply him. But can the papa moi can imagine say ulawa ha ubumi. Prince of ubumi no. It means Ombe so wanya de bad hana be this problem because anadi wa don cause problem me why do hear ninye munyina munim say do hear ninye but you see most often wa reacting no una ya show die nya de okaka. Thank you.
You say we are want me international year de bi acha no
just say your program you call you oh reaction no oh show o ka radio sisi a on because ulapa. Example, we are the best example. So, and then you crowd reduce. We are fully small.
We are fully small. How would they know me? It was fully.
No, fully. All right. So, on a serious note, please. Our dear Musa said, "On talk about do suti na before suti think before you speak." And number 7, the last one, acknowledge your partner's failings. Acknowledge your partner's failings. Better ways to handle relationship issues without fighting and quarreling. Please acknowledge your partner's failing. Nothing can be saying. A beshina compensation was say now over hating so for how many years? Oh, come on. One of the problems I mean, what you want to say, and sometimes you go for your bad and we don't even think about your feelings. It's about how I feel. Oh, boss, I day. Me na ashimi. Me there may be a bema mission. Akọ ebe kofom eno na me beye say ebe show say show say ebe how say how I don't and most of the time we mumu no then we come back to care
ya say ade na wie no
ade na answer na beye no consider your partner's failing to know that when they are hurt you are hurt when they are broken the home is broken. When they are not happy, the relationship can never be happy. And they say these are better ways to handle your relationship issues without fighting and quarreling. Thank you.
Nyamishrao pa bare so na no say me psychiatry for na yes I hear remissing na you hu ye yesua
yeah
ene dia councilor de bedum ye nie akwan ya wodu abetimi afaso na no ho kafo obi a ne wo ho hyehye ho twempna de ana mentam penika mu betimi a handle mu issues and tokwa emamuo ena councilor ede ebedum ye ne anumre Wasidi Edikan, put aside your pride and ego. Remember, Nibua ye genia hand time crowd do. A man who been so a genia hand time. Was here a year our for an some baby and Timmy and sorry because of this pride and ego. They toss me and was say, Krawatin Kamuyi. Undo your emotions. Bibia no wa kukuru emotions atawa ni mu se paint. Nani opese obi a hu sa wonkwa na wontimi handle wakoma. I don't give it all the club now. Na toss me and say avoid accusations and counter accusations. And I don't know we say and also say and I don't know we can also go say the bia de kwa say makola krayenye de this or avoid that thing. Number 3. Number 4 was say listen, bra, tie, mami, tie. Osisuya se ubetimi tie asem. Me hu nipa bebre mu ni ma asem tie. Ghana fo anka se ni ma asem tie.
Debi.
Etu wo se asem asi no. Do osi won na tie no kire mu ntimi nkire mu ye.
It's true.
Ya bon.
Wentie ni.
Wentie ni ye. Eti no wasi tie. Tie. Be a good listener. The tosu num was avoid interrupting your partner. Who know be who you do come on. One no see na nukrem. Uma se so na nukrem. Eti na me kwa na kwa he. Akos. Mami ye. How dey na se na kwa say who here no slow. No tina wo ye den. Esi enti na me kwa na me dru your friend say East Legon.
Oh dey wo ye to aso.
Enti me try East Legon police station.
Me see anything of you, but
or see ya then be avoid interrupting your partner. Nyabutre be a good listener. When you are a good listener, you avoid interruption.
Yes.
So we will be a wabutre di tiasema. On time interrupt.
Yeah.
We yes answer ma mutimi communicate word. And
very healthy.
The tone soon sia shin sana wakasa. Jin asemi abekan dwene ho na hwe asemi abekan enfo you name ma asan waka it is school bi omo se dwen okan omo moto no ase hwe na wa ma wa adwene ama o map diarrhea na wa ankwa ankohwie wiyem amfo wanum anko ka dia obenu ho ti counselor say dwen asan waka so the tosun so say acknowledge your partner's feelings. Ma wadwin ko ohun kafo no so
matinka.
You mu bi wo ha ye too selfish and self-centered. That's like yamin sha mami ya. Yamin yo kese.
Amen.
Na che wo kira kwan so asan na ye jaw kwan na ya to aso.
Oh, ye kira kwan yamin ya dom a 0244
Tap
51 55 44 0244 515544 and a social media ni sunyina DY Donko. Donko no ends with H not R. DONKOH. DONKOH. DY Donko on all the social media platforms. Thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless you. Also learn to listen. Waka Donko no say DOH. Listen, I hear na starting free. When you see OHO, it was a program. They are all listen. Papacho KOH and KOR. Give the Lord a hand. Put your hands together for Jesus. Just like a mission, you can see by that. Now I will say, you trust you. we shall never go back. Na me ne Mr. Auntie Kasei make us say or church kwan ye be fa so ye be handle indiscipline amongst ye high school students, you know. Na obobobo no ma bi so me pamucho me mean try na me recapture e no ma na obobobo bi eso no mai e mayen na die nkomo na abanti e ma me ne Mr. Auntie ekodi sa enkomo no eye ma ye say ya mo from all high school ni de se ya hwe ya ye ntimi hande o mo bio true ya hwe ya nkra no mbaji ensem ya hwe ya nkra no they will collect our hands dia kwa kuba ni se asukufuo bi ana nipa bebre na be hu no video nim se omo lashi anase omo to abo ebru omo yonko ba meche school ba bi ewo omo to abo bru omo yonko na branch omo bru omo sinaboi na odinobi gate ano ena we ba no atobo no de abono na we ba no atobo ase de omachi krofo mimi hu first no ato se bia krofo bi no omachi ne no kra no is wrong but afi adi no me hu se student na ye bu na bo sa no na die na sie what has happened? Yes, student you or school or brachere secondary technical. And now the fellow students be a scene during the district school athletics games. Now report na yenya ni nani kire se abrante na amusi na bo no one survive wo na wo hwe de amusi si na bo na obi firi chi abrante ni defo no ba be tuatia no si susu panyan na obi so akofa a block half a quarter no atu ba ko susu de otu ye na akwakobo a gate ni pan abrante ni patch o se oh wo be kumi o omo ampenti Mampemwa. When you see me dance, I dance like you in the meadow. When you see me, and a branty yati se watwana na nanamu wansiye. Etina ye pesi who say no sadie we no. How do we stop this? Because eya ye bako, eya ye mienu, eya ye miensa, edo dodo. Say ase enkwada na ekɔ school or secondary school yentimi control amo. Yentimi control amu mimi ko secondary school na me wa Prempeh College na me ya Ramsey house prefect Jesus mama musema mame na me ya Ramsey house a prefect what you say me na me ye prefect or Ramsey umisano my prefect down oh mama mi sarin Pepe. Na me Ramsey house prefect. And na de maka. Asem me kan already so that maka. Me answer na me ba be house prefect. Na me house in your friend in the notorious house our Prempeh College. Me house. Near friend the notorious house our Prempeh College. Say ye be ko dani ho na beti say ye students be a day. Ye debordnize omo a Omuye tena emu 9 efri Ramsey house. Emu 9 efri Ramsey house. That is how bad it was. And you know the thing is that enkwada school enkwada boni de enye na start. And I say near Mr. Auntie kan no. Was it a part of the adolescent developmental stage being a rebel or being rebellious? A kaye nyina do that stage now. It will be but how were we handling our own? When you see me dance, Yeah, time. Who me am here house prefect. Meet me punishing me and me mate. Me and me mate you. Me and me form 3 mate. Meet me punish you. Okay, be a me house prefectship and then it was different because my house master no feeling me when you say me a disciplinarian. Also like house me the amount, me the chow. Oka say you be there any day. Oga say nipa no na also order. I know so bet me a handle or more. No more of be and find the problem rami ofie. Because my me form 1 only form 2 na me year adwuma house master fee. Hona na ye me session am the year adwuma nti notice no monitor me on say I brand to a discipline. If me copy house prefect no me man me nyama dey say prefect bia o. Ono an frame no say no o person me cost stand for house prefect. Me dey mean timi o so betimi. Oh Debbie me mean timi. Na ma come ebo. Na also e shame cry. Na deport e ohun no me munti o se me kwai house prefect in the me am. But a church convincing and I'm so okay. Well, why not? And I'm a choir because I'm a contest. I'm so lad they were winning a young pen assistant. That's all media my winning a young pen assistant. That's a better about no just a marine that so who answer my campaign. Yeah, pen assistant after you got to a baby a minimum assistant in 44. I say, hey, it is an amopa assistant. After me were high, yes, oh. Say vote in the back no me assure will be the true shame. Will be the true shame. There is say vote in the back who got in here. And I got detailed and also so me refini vote when you about 44 in our committee. Now you was to cool now me my bay house prefect now. Donya 44 and me say be 45 when you 44. Donya 44 no. Aye on the crime refini do. Rockstone. Ni Nikki no. Assistant me assistant. Me yadwuma no yopo. One day me wa ho students be my monitor sa boys we sa my boys see one yo muntie. Students no amu pepie too much. Dem kwa no kro na me nka me nya hanam begu obi anim ase. When you see me that amu pepie anyhow. Na da committee me tell me prefect you. Dormitory na me spy boys see. No more pie no more kosofula akwa mo line no more ba. No more ba no more tete. Now for my penny pebi wo mo dormitory na me see keep your eye on these boys for me. It's inconsistent name say omo ta pie kokov ye no ma wo krom saba. That krom ba ya na say you go home. I'm say oh Siniola and I'm say go home. You are no more a boarding house student. I don't need you in my house. I'm so okay. I'm going to tell Mr. Oseitu, your house master, say I have deboardinized you. That boy see Dimechi. I busemu super macho. So I'm say I'm confused now. My musa say we are then deboardinizing. I'm going to make us answer. So there was discipline in the house, and there was discipline in the school. Na boy si mi amude tumushia na nabi amumusa no mushia pipi na nabi abisa ne say ambase olaya ude wa Prempeh College when you see me the otrofos me dance ni we kire ya etiri ye time no na there was discipline even though na ye nyina was that rebellious heart no but na there was discipline we yesu ye betwa drama me met me atwa do bia ma do aminim say utimi ndo no 1 week. Me say for 2 days to do. Obi me my boy bi do ya mo ko fa no ma me bai. O se ni nsam nyina hihye nsuo. Ne ma me bai na wudu ani asi me ba no so na ma me ba no ho nto no na mizimizio na me hwe ma me anim jobi. Ma me ni ko ya bibia setiri akra ne saba no say twa do ma no. Sa ko fa ma me bra wo de ne ba 10 times me twa 10. But you see, we discipline ourselves by not dear. Yeah, time on kwatwe Eka boys here me yomu nana bi ni nadamfu nana jiman. Eka mo kwatwe sekan so be gwa me. But ye hu ni sa. And they are disciplined men. But and then kwada ye no mu nam yi die. Ajin semo. We are no makwatwe sekan. We are no makwatwe tuo. We are no na sen ye kobo obi tuo Kumasi SDA. E kobo na ni tuo. Oye ya na fe teacher ni ya twe aba ni egua. Eti teacher for yam say ye de enkoka ne akofa asema when bebre na susu no bebre na susu say free SHS so ka ho. Ba yetimi nka no kre no. And Mr. Antika says so free SHS be count there. And said one of the reasons ni be say enkra no do aso wo school mu dodo. Amo bre teacher for say teacher for ni timi control kra no. Etinye se bia free SHS ni ya de boni o ba de kwen fa so manage no. Edumra bi teacher no unim na de nsa ka kwada. Our Ghana MPP time. Oh boy. Oh boy. The be jiwadi. Eti ya man kra ni tima yo mu desa na se bia wi mu fa chemi jimie. Where am akoto to boa bobo ya mokuni. Die ne de be ya omo. Angofu amukobu amukwachi teacher ni anadwo. Egua ne te se do mu gua akwada. Ya do amukwa ya se mu dia se 2500. Na ade na etimi bukra se bi mu maame mu gina ho no musu. Hey. Who gina ho su say Ebi cross ro sin efie ni bi o efie ni bi na oba no se wagimi sa no. Na ye fie ni bi ntini enjimi no. Etino I see you na ye de adwene to adwene ho ne ye how to deal with this issue. One of the reasons why Mr. Peter Antisadema and say yes in kwada ye failing kwada. It is our passes one pass you ye fail you mo chese say our form 1 near ya exam say they call form 2 wo failure still also call form 2. Na say kan nipa no nsua de na so fail na say o ma no repeat na ne mame wo bi obe repeat bia so obe school fees no more free SHS. It's in Kanoman Sisa. Kakrani be serious. A cow force be serious. A momonia concrano. But say ye jabby be a guno be an mutran or be a no pet. Ye Jimmy. Adang. When you see me dance, I dance like you in the meadow. Ebiam was I say, I dear Bakus a bet me a boy a long time, dear no. And they send car, oh, what ye SHS no. What results about Woko University no? Osie ma wuko suku na kwaji reference letter. And na say results in the event say academic performance record no. Ave yan kwaji wo character performance record if you school kan. Na say wuko school ni amfa ma wa na say won sem hu na udi no school nti ase ma. Na wo tertiary so abo. Ya ne sanke ye. The papa yi kan ye. The people eto asun. Ebiam awofo aso hu kwan a ye fa so tete e motom. Awofo e mu hu kwan e fa so tete e motom. Na yenya say Miriam me menya ka akwada Ondru University a yento Android phone ma no. Akwada wondru a tertiary nka ye man Android phone. Na who schools bi abrochira who rescue man na ye season mo phones. Eti mo register phone wa ano ho ne de aguma ye de o de ka machine no ade ato o de ka machine na register. Ye mfa phone rescue ni. Ono broni ni mpokro mo na mo se se on na de ani bie bai no. O man kra ne mfa phone rescue ni. Ba ye ha de ye suen abrofo no ma bebre ye timi manage. Your man crying too much freedom. I'm a moo or sabi or moo Jimmy. It's Obi Bana Yakokuni. Obi Basuna and same boys Akoshia or more could repun truka. Because I'm JHS no. I'm Muko says gala. Or to moon my dear friend of gala. Say a cobo bar gala. I'm JHS no baby because oh Mummy and Samet me a come up with Mario. JHS student. Although mobiles met me a come and sample my mutimi. No, would yet sa. A chinese I was no mako. Now Wako Chigay, no more na way bought no way bought. If you see some of these things, you wonder that when they are not so one a year. This is the situation we are having in Ghana.
It won't make sense. So,
Eti Mr. Peter Boa ama yehu eno me betimi aye. Ba wonso so a wonso wo fie wo tie no. Wonso se die ne betimi aye solve this problem.
we spend the billions. We spend the billions. We spend for
Die ne betimi aye e de solve anase a curb this thing.
transform the nation. See, we here, well done.
Die ne betimi aye e de curb this situation
Billions.
because it is getting out of hand.
See, we shift the culture.
It is getting what? Out of hand.
We raise the dead. Transform the nation.
Abrante now.
Here, well done.
Hey, almost wow. I see a friend Polly. Say that be the nickname no. Eti no dia na won so sha. Ye betimi aye e de curb this situation. Yenya ewo yensa ye ewo yemaimu because it is becoming too much. Piaga, say much love. Thank you, Piaga. Please tell Counselor I will be on our Repair Future Radio on Friday. He should watch me. Lisa, men can't win check Counselor on. Okay, Mpacho. And I'm a winning team. I feel my being for him. Me catch him, why? Don't show. I'll show why. Okay, it was so short. Dear, you bet me. 03022579002. 03022579002. And at 03022435540. 03022443540. Dear na ye bet me a ya etimi a control kwadai na sabi sa jimie ya eba wo mu no etu betimi atwa amayen wo adwenche bia osu betimi afre na ye nyina ya kyerɛto adwen ahwe because ya nhwe ya wantimi anyina so mpa kyerɛ hwe mame ya nhwe ya ebegye nsem ya hwe ye bedroom rebi na teacher for class bebri na beja de kyerɛ because ontimi go kyerɛ de man kran de suspect no hey I mean me kyerɛ de odam go secondary school here then go disrespect me terror oh they will me disrespect me na me dam go secondary school nipa ba ko ma me na nsi me class akobi ze me wie ma me na nsi me class sa akobi ze me wie hey usro me I who choose the student over me. I don't care. Mark students in Imra. Make up your goda. I don't care. I don't care. Zero 03022579002 and at 03022435540. Put me Toma. Near found. Went me at Tom Sua. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Mr. Ola.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your brother say? Braji.
That's right.
Dear, you bet me I be control this idea. I too much.
We know, yeah, I want to say, we petition now, my kind of, go a mind discipline or adults on the door. Obey, say, school. The exams are you academic, you will say we and a yard dear until you like you know. We now the same actor, I'm at the well, and then the last time. Actually, we pure now. Into men in the yard, power, repetitions, no.
Can you repeat who failure? You repeat to sir, and what would Tresco move for 10 years and that's a best one here? You repeat to so I am own chief fees and your free SHSB.
And Mr. Lane said, the call accessible. Number one guy be the cotono repetition, the cotono from terrain.
Wow,
what now 3 years.
Check.
Now, there's this no before I Atamet no. Aya. Ono ni diplomatia. We catch it say what in God we catch it say creation to one. Now you need to tell me.
That's it. Onibia cross over the years in ya. Radina go po.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you about the sentence with Nabka. It will repetition in the
Beboa, Medasepa, Nyamisha. Mr. Prince, continue for call. Because Dr. Sylvia Ba. Dr. Sylvia Ba. It's in common when you are better so. Yami Adma Wednesday better so Mofan Chemin. We shall continue this one. We shall revisit how we used to manage ourselves in school more and ma yentimi ending some webi. I mean what school can name my dear friend or girlfriend. Mukusia some we say why. But I'm young question upon din some. Dog, Akwaba.
You just saw Lampasha say.
Oko, Oregon. I'm a beat you.
Come and say beat me. And traffic we have go to home.
Sir.
Yeah. What is a car?
Who are 5 minutes? She's over to media chair the day upon din some before. Why? That's it. I mean sure.
If an Abraham Herbal and Spiritual Hospital. Now I been upon mutin Eddie High sir. Now we need to share. A better net amount. Into your track when I watch motor from call barrier. Asofa. Star oil filling station. When I see in the wall. Your numbers are for the bus here 0244 37 16 95. 0244 37 16 95. Now, and answer 0559 114122. 0559 114122. And then, come on, you try and doctor for the man, say, a banner pumuting. A do a kitten, my friend, and Yamidia.
Ghost Street.
Yes, Yamidia, and a dear, in fact, a young collegia, Sunny Becano. Ye can me, whom Femona, Winim who acquire, ye can't Hennicasia. Nia, whom from Senna won't pemu here, and I ben we more, or Hennicasia. Yaria sat need Diana qua baby, I say, Yaria. Me canna quana, me canna have and a benani hinny. Vianney baby, Yanko Padum, Doctor Father, I say, Yaria, and they cram me and a penna, yes, ye. Obi also cocoa. Only needs a cocoa, and near drew. When you say cocoa, do a capena, you say, ye copper bentua. Yes, sir. Was that no she be one you say a cocoa dra, and ya said dra, and ye cocoa. Open cocoa dra by quite two cocoa. Ma a qua. Cocoa, and yen if you feel too quite penny cocoa. You
mean, will be a cocoa if you finish to a question. You know, say, oh, my single for the Abraham, who said you. Cocoa, no one is seen in him kitten, your mamma dear no so. When you minimum of one essay in Coco Edru. Now, essay, cried the one who did him when he could do any more. Affected in teen to a one fay, Coco and Tama or 1 hour or 2. I said, Usisi me or ya at Saneba or 2 are singing in Coco, I was such an away in Titi, sanity, and up a Coco Edru by qua. Obio straw bentua or tibentua and him, Marshall. Your car sours mean to me, some and some puda. And Dr. Father is open a yen media and the penna. Na unwanuma very good. Yes, no being so we am team is a constant constipation. Mo amutu kwaya mutumide mutu bo be na otwe ba ko mienu na onko janai ene de osin ye mo edin enje ho asafo na yare na wo pile ne up. Yes, I very good phobia. O kokobo on sana okokobo. Ese kaka kokobo ana je say obekọ janai no enam na free ne to kwan eba no obeja ne nam na nkase pie the flesh is very uncomfortable and nam na want to inside ni pie ba bon
say be kan say yes ne anusu to kwan no mu nam ni pie enti pie ba ono a won plan bi o san pie ship push in and push out na say it's uncontrollable say I don't know also question naturally no because of the push sir
it will be an hour said
that push out sana
onim kaka na me ho fenfen
na obi ana ne to kwasa e kanu pa e koko ne timi ye ana bebre na nkasa eba na hunide hu siesie ma ne to kwa fa anya asem but ola se sa ho no aye uncomfortable na ekeka na wudua hu se sa de wo nipa mu ani ne ye yankasa you feel uncomfortable because nipa mu ofra for edu na wadi otu ni na ekoko e wo so cha na doctor for them say nyamedua ai kra ne be na opena no ye fa hwenka ho onoa na onoma e very very very
nyamedua ne bena nko
ne bena nko ho asam ne ye ka
onoa no
wanom ye fa hwentu be very good enkwa nkakada say koko means enya sedua na nyame say nyamedua de wona onim ho asam no doctor for them say ope na uye ne se ne etwe na etu ase ye wa akoko na begina uminimu wo de ne bia na wa sound engineer so produce sound da
ade ne be se misua
sa pepe say ni minimu na keka no nko a doctor Fadeba say ope koko edu satahwe na eno nyamedua na ola obi a owo arthritis and rheumatism don't pay wa poso etutu on 20 bi ni jaman so a unsre bi da de no she ne gel the spray but still unye relieved wo white meche wa na quite the muscle pull krana yes obo na timi twitwi na mo tigyaw no doctor Fadeba say ope ahuntutu odro ba kwa ene nyamedua your numbers are ofra what the ba Fadeba Herbal and Spiritual Hospital 0244 37 16 95 0244 37 16 95 nyamedua obi o rheumatism anasa sasabro anasa sciatica sciatica wona omode no bon sort wa e bia one side of leg feel to as wote esane feel to as ya wunti nechi yes wunti nechi na so bo so poto dem atwetwe wa mutimi twa ebo kwa agise e ma o share that talkie and out test kakra bi and so why relieved no e bo sane nyoma amanti no ma tititiri no bon so ana nse ta atwetwe bebre obo ansa wo ho na wo yese bi so exercise circulation no na enkoya yes say adwuma no edipa doctor Fadeba say ope nyamedua benana wo sa ha na wo sisita ya wo ya wo sisi yare enti ama wo kuntu ni mu wa chest out ona ma no wa shoge sisi yare enko anu no because e ba na tenesem se yetena straight say ya ontimi yes
na branti otm so sisi yare on time straight
obi a wo sisi yare obo a otena se check bebre nso a ontimi nti bisa ho say the driver ni okolo journey
obede
sisi yare na adokro no say nti bo say e wo ho a to de bia naturally no tie na chika no wachia sisi yare na wachia nti obede driver ni bo echire wonim ni pay na straight but o kan
o si from no 90 na hu ni ye so wachia
sa pepepe yes na sisi yare nso etretene ma sa ya una utu osisi ni mu very good enti Fadeba Herbal and Spiritual Hospital nka na oti na remedies ya doctor Fadeba machre enya mo ya reso nchese yensa eba no honam mu yawe bia anase honhom haw na ope obebi pa na udasi ni babe yi na Fadeba Herbal and Spiritual Hospital ya so yenye matra makwa ewase ho yes ye de ahan so na sa yare etwa kwan na wachi mota of Anko barrier as of Fast Oil filling station. Numbers are offer Odeba Yashia 0244 37 16 95 and answer 0559 114122 0559 114122. Said you made the NDM, me pay me best to us.
Yeah.
Now you have done ways to come more.
Yeah.
On your mind and I first.
I pray say when is the traffic in chill.
Sure. Now you have to us more.
Yamin Shawati. Sorry for the traffic, Wati. Demanding now for more. We say no, see a toy aerodrome. When aerodrome. I know 2 free and now quite free and now quite nice. I'm out. Now, baby, I'd be senior.
Yes,
Yaka. I'm saying that's it, Need 100.9 FM. My name is OLA Michael. I'm produced by Mr. Prince Sando. And then technically by Alex and Cheese. I had a media and say, you better one crown come on so. Now I feel so. I break my band. You better we and home come on. We and home come on. Let's say I'm some for BB and Rufia, never be out could be asked to do my because we knew why you knew her. Thank you so much. Your copies 104.3 near Quaco to us. If you want to mean Kabima, this is where we are going. Yeah, coffee. God bless you.